Just one question here. Did
Go ahead.
did you rape a child?
No, I did not. No, I did not. What I tried to do, this is a long story, and it has to be told in the chronological order in which it happens. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
How's it going, folks? See what we have here. A smiling David Toderchini on January 30th, 2020, when he went in to get his new picture taken for his registration as a child rapist. And he is now in North Carolina, folks. Okay? He is living in a trailer in North Carolina. Oh, it'd be nice to have him off of YouTube by his birthday, if we could get some help. His minimum registration period is 10 years, and his conviction date was 1998, so it's gone over 10 years and they still think he should register, so he's, yeah, they know he's not a good guy. Alright? He goes by the name of David Rambo. He has a snake and dagger on his arm, along with the Celtic knot, and on his chest he has the Phoenix. Yep, but he's the one going after the deep state, right, guys? Conviction information. Offensive date. The date of the offense was August 10th, 1996, in Hamilton, New York. He went free for 2 years and didn't get convicted until July 10th, 1998. His release date was April 24th, 2006. So his minimum registration period was 10 years. So in 2016, he could have came off of this, but he didn't. Because they know. He did 7 years. Here's the statute of what he did and the description. Sodomy, 2nd degree. Sexual abuse, 1st degree. Victim less than 11 years old. The victim was 8 years old and David Toderchini was 45 at the time. This is why he'll have to register for the rest of his life. There is no minimum registration period for him. Piece of shit. So, this man is still on YouTube making money, making videos about children and trafficking and everything. Making money off of it, smiling for this fucking camera, knowing that it's going to be on this website, is a sick fucking deranged individual. And people watch his videos without knowing who this guy is. So, folks, let's share this out. I don't care if you download my video and post it however you want, make your own video, just get the word out there. Okay? This guy gets hundreds of views within hours of posting videos. He's making a lot of money on YouTube. His channels, let me go get him. Inglorious Patriots 3. Notice he doesn't advertise his other channels. Inglorious Patriots 4, Ethernet Warriors, Patriot Swarm. He's also got Jeeper Dave and Whirlwind Revolt and all these Facebook Twitters and all this shit. He advertises Plymouth Fury and Stony Stone. And we need to, you see here, he's got 14 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. And look at this. Look at this. His latest video just put up, oh no, I'm sorry, it's not, well, August 17th, 2020. October 17th, I'm sorry. That's today. Okay, his latest video has 0 thumbs down. A Chomo wannabe and crackhead bring down the cabal. So I was just cleaning the cat shit, and it reminded me of David Toderchini. Well, made me think of David Toderchini for some reason. Someone has to tell me how a convicted level 3 sexually violent offender is allowed to own weapons. Wouldn't that be against the law?
After what happened to me 2 days ago while target practicing with my friend's old-ass Savage 12-gauge break barrel shotgun, I'll never trust a gun that was made before I was born again. My CVA Ultima 2 50 cal with a magnum load of 150 grains and a 250 grain projectile hardly kicked at all compared to my friend's old 12-gauge 4-pound shotgun with Federal 2-ounce birdshot.
Convicted pedophile not allowed to own weapons. Just admitted he owns weapons. Right here. My CVA Ultima 2 50 cal with a magnum load and a 250 grain projectile hardly kicked at all compared to my friend's 12 gauge.
A popular QAnon influencer. He speaks to a lot of his followers on a regular basis about how, the Democrats are a bunch of pedophiles. They're running sex rings out of pizza shops, and on and on. We've heard these things before. But it's just come out that he's the one doing that stuff. Surprise, surprise. His name is David Toderchini, and he also had an alias he went by because that's not shady at all. David Trent was the alias, and he's a well-known QAnon influencer. There's his face there. So Toderchini operates the Net4Truth BitChute channel with about 21,000 followers, a GoFundMe page for Christian ministry and veterans advocacy featuring QAnon rhetoric, a number of social media pages. And Toderchini was also the owner of a YouTube channel that had thousands of followers until the platform purged channels that were espousing QAnon conspiracy theories after the January 6th attack on the Capitol. So he's used his platform also to bash Joe Biden, as you could probably expect. I'd never heard of this term before, called him a chomo. It's prison slang for a pedophile. Maybe he knows about prison and pedophilia, because in one of his most recent videos, he also boasted about all these other conspiracy theories. So let's see another mugshot of the guy because he's been in jail. So the Right Wing Watch reported that he, about his background as he's talking about pedophiles and Democrats and child sex rings. So he's a convicted sex offender, a level 3 threat according to New York Sex Offender Registry. And that means that he is at high risk of repeat offense and a threat to public safety exists. That registry categorizes him as a sexually violent offender. Toderchini was convicted in 1999 of coercing an 8-year-old boy into sexual acts 3 years earlier than that. So, after his alias came out and they found out who he was in this way, he's also upset at Right Wing Watch for telling the truth. You kind of hear it all the times, like Media Matters. How dare Media Matters post what I said? Same thing here. How dare Right Wing Watch point out who you are as you're talking about it? You didn't want to brought up the whole subject. So he said he was planning on suing Right Wing Watch for publishing that investigation, but when he was asked about what was inaccurate about that account from Right Wing Watch, he didn't really respond. And also, he had one more claim about his conviction. I am an enemy of the deep state, and I did what General Flynn did. He pled guilty to a crime that he didn't commit. So what did you do? Why'd you do that?
Okay, hey, QAnon lunatics, you're actually listening to the child molesters. Oh, look at that. And Donald Trump, oh, that's Q, and he gives shout outs to Q, etc. And it turns out, hey, he was really great friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Every time.
And then Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator, the worst child molester that we have in prison right now. They ask him, well, what do you think about this child molester? He says, oh, I wish her well. Then they came back and asked him again. They said, you wish the child molester well. She's the worst child molester in America. Are you sure? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm sure, I know her, I like her. Yeah, I wish her well. You idiots!
Also, they're making money off of this stuff, right? They got subscribers on YouTube. They get money off of people watching their stuff. We're just so far gone. It's crazy.
I'm glad you brought up.
Yeah, but let me agree with Ida in a number of ways, and I don't want anybody to mistake what I'm saying. Are there child molesters who are Republicans, Democrats, nonpartisan independents? Of course. The reason I'm fighting back is because QAnon has convinced tens of millions of Americans that it's so. Now look, he had 30 channels on YouTube, and then YouTube banned him, right? And then the right wing says, oh, censorship. This poor child molester got banned from YouTube.